Good morning, everyone. I'm Captain Jamie Wilkinson, and welcome to Bay County Outdoors. The folks at Bay County Outdoors have a fantastic show for you this week with my good friend and fishing buddy, Captain Scott Lindsay.
All right, girls, let's get it going.
I need to plant pliers or something.
Well, you don't need to fish. That's what it brought me for. Well, what's going on here is these sheephead come in here to spawn around these jetties, around the bridges. If you got any wrecks in the bay, we got a wreck right down here that when the guff is clear, you can sit right on top of them and watch them bite. But they're here spawning. They're just not here for AEA or spring break. They're here to produce other sheephead. And the word obviously has got out because you have to take a number to get in here to fish, but that's what you get when you come out here at 10 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's got all the good spots. This side, the other side, back inside, those are all good places to catch the sheephead. These are not, generally they're not a hard fish to catch. You get in this running river water we're here that the captain back there has put us in. We're looking for.
Hey, Scott, can you grab that net? There he is.
You know we don't keep these nasty things. They're nasty.
Thanks, sir. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Big old sheep's head. Look at the teeth on those. Little tiny hook. Big old fish. Springtime spawn in Panama City Beach. Real fun, especially for the kids. Anchor up, a little live shrimp. It's a nice relaxing day. Weather's getting warm. And good eating.
Hey, there's your cork there. We got pompano here. We got bluefish coming in here, especially on this live bait. These bluefish love this. They're little bitty blues. And these porpoise get in here, and you catch one, throw him in the water, he's got it. I mean, he's wore out to begin with, and that porpoise, he's an opportunity feeder. He knows what's going to happen. And pretty quick, Spanish mackerel going to be here, and that's probably what all those boats down yonder are fishing for. They're catching them a little bit to the east of here, about 30 miles, so they should be here pretty quick. But this is the time of year when everything breaks loose. Pompano, Spanish mackerel, and then in June we'll have tarpon, if you know how to fish for them. And the boys that do catch a lot of them. Catch a lot of them on flies. In the summer, this is a very active place. The water, we've got an incoming tide, but we had a lot of rain. You can tell the water's not the clearest in the world. But when it's clear, it's just crystal clear coming in here. People anchor up all out in here. The porpoise excursion boats bring people out here, and they jump in the water with them. And this place is just full of people for about a mile down that way. You can't find a place to anchor. But it's beautiful. It's a beautiful place to be. Can't blame anybody for not wanting to come here. But deer season's over and fishing is cranking off. So. That's what I was afraid of. He was gonna get hooked.
Got one?
I've had one for about 10 minutes. I just didn't want to wind him in.
Get the gas.
Throw out the buoy. Throw out the buoy.
Come on, Captain.
This one here, don't put this one in the box with you because it'll mash the guts out of yours. Hey, I know how to do that. You go on and go back to fishing.
Come on.
All
right.
I know that. I was hoping he'd get off.
Nope. Mama needs to fish tackle.
Yeah. Your wife is going to divorce you, and I'm gonna go be the witness. The man feeds the sheephead and skipjack.
Giving you a workout, huh?
Oh man, that's a workout. That's better than going to the gym.
Woo, doggy.
That's a fine one. We throw all of them back. It don't weigh 5 pounds.
I need that one.
For what?
We're gonna eat
You gonna put it in your flower bed?
Yeah.
Where's those fine pliers of yours? Thank you. What in the world?
All about it.
What kind of pliers are these?
Hey,
They're bent.
oh, yeah, they're supposed to be.
They're supposed to be bent?
Yeah. Pop, pop.
This is taking entirely too long.
Well, look at that for a pair of pliers. You ever seen anything look like that? Something you pull teeth with. Here, take these nasty things back. I got a pair in my box.
Chris, you see if you can complain about it.
And don't ever hand me that net again. Ever. God, look at that. They throw him back?
No.
I believe a man that would keep a sheephead would beat his wife. I don't know what I got here.
Hook a couple Spanish.
I got a Spanish. I got Senor Streaky Body.
Senor Sneaky thing.
I don't know what I got here. It's not much to it. Well, you over here hogging my hole? All right. Now you see what I did? I just waited till you got all your mouth running over with and you catch one and then we go to work.
There you go. Start knocking them out.
Knock them out. Little old 6-pound test line. You probably hooked my line.
I think I did.
We don't catch much, but we have a large time. What you got on yours? That 40-pound squeaky line?
Super sweet.
Super squeak.
Deluxe.
You gonna catch one?
I gotta put heavier weight on.
No, you don't. You gotta quit throwing off that chum.
You want me to-
Come here. Here he is. Come here. Don't put him in that net. They get tangled up, and then we'll get him out. Ow, that thing bit me. Look at there. Bit my finger off. Gone. You want this nasty thing?
Yeah.
Well, here. I'll send him back to you. Chris, I'll bring you out here on my boat. We'll go pompano fishing one day, and you'll spit on this stuff here. Getting invited to do this again.
He hasn't caught a pompano on his boat in 4 years.
Already got one. I ain't even had to catch it.
It's on my boat. What's the chances of that? Lost the hook about 5 minutes ago, now it's got it back. It's got, look at this. Slim chance. Black cat. Luck of the cat.
That porpoise grabbed hold of my fish. I got the porpoise. I got it.
He's got the porpoise, Chris.
The Captain Anderson makes fishing a breeze. There's a galley on board, and your comfortable trip is all-inclusive. Rod, reel, tackle, bait, and your fishing license. The traditional all-day trip from 7 to 5 p.m. Come aboard the Captain Anderson for a relaxing day of bottom fishing. There's plenty of room, so bring the whole family. It's a whopping big adventure, and that's no fishtail. The Captain Anderson is located at Captain Anderson's Marina, where the fish are always biting and the kids are always smiling. Please call for cruise schedules.
When you only have one shot, one chance, there are only two names to remember: Browning and C&G Sporting Goods. C&G carries the full line of Browning rifles, shotguns, handguns, knives, and clothing. Like the Browning X-Boat, every component of the Browning X-Boat works together to deliver the most critical feature: total accuracy. Visit C&G Sporting Goods today, because you don't want to miss that one shot.
About 4 years ago, when I moved to Panama City Beach, one of the first guys I met, and the first guy I ever went fishing with, was Captain Scott. I heard stories about giant fish and the strange ways he caught fish. And me moving from the Indian River, Mosquito Lagoon area, the tales that Scott spun just seemed fantasy. Never thought you'd catch a redfish in 60 feet of water on top water, just things that we didn't hear of down there. Over the past 4 years, some have come true, some are still, a mystery to me, but every time we go out, we have a great time.
Didn't you say you were going to put a chair up here on the front? Rocking chair? To get and catch one with the guest watch. What have you got? Jack bluefish.
Bluefish.
You would think somebody from Massachusetts would catch a bluefish.
Hey. Got him?
Yeah.
Hey, Scott, can you grab that net? Scott came up, got me tangled, sat down. All right. Fly pusher, not me. After 4 years of fishing with Captain Scott, and we fish, almost every week together, I'm still amazed that at any given time I have no idea what's about to come out of his mouth.
My weak sister could come out here and catch anything.
Let's just try to keep it out of the engine this time.
Well, leave it up.
No.
Well, why do you want to let it down? So get it?
No, yeah.
I think we need to go by the Guide Association and check on our guy. I think he's something. Now, son, your mama really appreciate it if you do that and then wipe your hands on your pants. They've already done that. They're good. Put that on your face. You take it and wipe it all over your face, and then you have no more trouble the rest of the day. You want this to eat?
No, thank you.
I already got a job. I don't need to come out here and get one. This is a lot of fun. Like fishing in Yankee Stadium. I tell you what, Jamie.
Sir.
If you're not going to do anything else, would you put my fish up and bait my hook? If you're just going to sit there with your face hanging out. I wish I had a help. I'll let that one go just so you don't look embarrassed.
Panama City living is simply better without glasses. The Eye Center of North Florida offers the most advanced surgeries, including lifestyle lens implants for cataract patients and custom view blade-free LASIK. Both procedures leave you with clear vision, and in most cases, glasses-free. The Eye Center of North Florida.
9 doctors, 1 vision, yours.
For everything you need on or off the water, visit the Panama City and St. Andrews Marinas. Both locations provide you with easy access boat slips, ramps, fuel, bait, and tackle. Come visit our ship stores and see our unique nautical gifts and clothing, or just relax with a cool drink and grab a snack while watching the boats come in.
Don't forget that mariner on your shopping list. Come by and see our unique nautical gifts, cards, and clothing at the ship store at Panama City or St. Andrews Marina.
Panama City and St. Andrews Marinas, everything you remember and so much more.
Many of you are probably wondering why we have these black cows behind us. Well, a lot of people call Scott the black cat. We couldn't find any black cats, so the closest thing we get are these black cows. And why they call Scott the black cat is every single time I fish with him, it's rough. I mean, it could be slick calm everywhere else except that one patch of ground that Scott and I are anchored on or fishing. It's always rough.
I've never been with him when it wasn't rough. You look around, it's slick calm. We've hunted us up in the roughest place we could find.
Oh! Oh, and my tackle. My pants soaked.
Well, you're in the worst possible place to fish. Worst possible.
We just watched a guy.
I don't care. It's rough here. You got the whole place right here to fish, and we find the roughest place we can get in. Nah, I'm happy right here. First thing you do, folks, when you come out here sheephead fishing is you find the roughest possible place you can anchor up. You may sink, you may catch a sheephead, but that's how you go. And if you catch a sheephead, you ain't got nothing. Damn it. I want you to look around. Look how calm it is everywhere. And every time I go with you, it's rough. We had to go hunt up a rough place and get in it. Ain't quite this rough. Like over to the other side. Or you just enjoy that. Then you get your bait bit off like that right there. Sheephead. Well, Jamie, my man.
Ready?
I'm glad you didn't pay anything for those shrimp.
Sunjammers and Hobie Mirage kayaks set the standard for on-the-water fun. Whether your passion is fishing, sailing, or recreational adventures, Hobie has a kayak for you. Hobie's Mirage Drive mimics nature's proven designs for effective, powerful propulsion to enhance your kayaking experience. Mirage Power, Mirage Performance, Mirage Drive. Hobie, enjoy the ride. Hobie kayaks are available at Sunjammers Water Sports in Panama City Beach.
Hi, I'm Captain Daniel Snap with Grassy Flats Charters, and today we're going to be talking about some of my favorite lures. First one we're going to discuss is the Airhead. DOA came out with this, I believe it was last year or maybe a year and a half ago. It's turned out to be one of my favorites, and you can use it in shallow water, or you can rig it with weight and drop it down into the 2, 3, 4 foot. When I say shallow, I'm usually fishing 2 foot or less, working grass flats or up into the submerged grass on high tides in the summertime. But there's a couple little things we can do with this, and I've got several different types of hooks here to demonstrate. You've got a regular one. This is actually a DOA hook, which can be rigged just like this right here. And I'm going to show you how to do it in just a second, but that can be rigged weedless, so you can throw this up into the grass and work it back through. It's got great action, had some incredible topwater bites with that setup there. Another hook that you can use is a pin style, and this one simply inserts right into the nose, and the hook comes up through the body, and it lays basically like that right there. Again, makes it weedless. And then the third one here, this also, it doesn't have any weight on it, and it's got a pin, if you can see right here, and that helps you center it into the lure. It pushes in, the bait screws onto it, and I'll rig one of these here, and then of course it also makes it weedless. Now if you do want weight on these, if you get a hook that has weight on it already, that's nice, but DOA also makes this little pinch weight. So you can cut these in half to really customize the weight that's needed on, to get it to the depth that you want. So you can pick up some of those pinch weights. First one, let's take it and rig it like this. With any swim bait that you have like this, you want to make sure that everything is centered and that the hook comes out the center and is rigged on the center line. And what that's going to do as the bait tracks through the water, it's going to have a natural presentation. If you don't take your time and get it just right, or if you throw it out there and reel it and it's wanting to pull to the left or to the right, take the time to make the correction and fix it, because it needs to be swimming properly. But on this one right here, what we're going to do, we're going to push it down into the end, and you're going to come down right about to the point where the hook starts to turn, and you're going to come out right here in the center, rotate it around, pull it up, and right there it just kind of twists. And you want the eye of the hook to be sticking out just right there. And on this airhead, you can see it's got like a hollow little body right here. So the hook will fit right up in there, but you want it to actually come out the top, so that way when the fish bites and mashes down on it, you'll get a good hook set. So what we're going to do with any of these baits like this, you can lay it like that and see about where the hook is going to come out. So what I'd like to do is open this little guy up right here, lay the hook about where you think it's going to come out, bend it, press it here, and bring it up right here through the center. And you can see that hook is pretty right there about the center, and that's where we want it. And you can see right there that is weedless. Now if you're in some real thick stuff, or if you get a couple of bites on this and it's wanting to come up a little bit, you can take and push your bait up and sink the tip of that in just a little bit like that, and that'll make it completely weedless. This bait, just the way it is a fantastic bait. But one thing that makes it even better, especially for the top water, we'll take a pair of scissors. Of course, you can use your teeth if you forget your scissors, but you want to take the bait just like this, and you want to come from the bottom side, and you're going to make a slice about right there. So what that's going to do is give you, it's almost like a little old, well, it just gives you a lot of action, because when you pull this through the water, now the water is going to catch this, and it's going to give you a lot of top water, a lot of vibration. And in the summertime especially, guys, I love this bait, throwing it up in the grass right next to the bank on those flooded summer tides, and just slowly, you just reel it back and just keep that tail, working and moving. And again, I've just got some incredible topwater action. Trout and reds love this thing. Don't make a mistake in throwing it out where there's a lot of Spanish or ladyfish around, because they'll tear, they'll, like anything, they'll tear it up. But trout and reds, perfect. Now, let me show you on these other hooks real quick so you'll get an idea. This one here is a pin style, and it's probably the easiest. It just pushes right into the nose of your bait. Just get it centered. Push it all the way in, all the way up. Again, we'll do the same thing here. We'll take, and this hook is a little bit smaller, Usually you get one a little bit bigger on this, but you'll be able to see. The next one is a screw, and they make several different versions of this. Again, some of these come weighted, some of them are unweighted, and some have little points, others are just simply just screws. But whichever style you have, the ones with the little points right here, it makes it easier because you just simply insert that in. It gives you a good bite on the lure, and you start spinning while you press in. The ones that don't have this little point are simply just little screws, and the secret to getting those started, you'll take your bait and take this, hold it firmly, start in the center, and push and turn at the same time. And that will get you a good straight start on your lure. And then of course you simply just twist it in to the point where you're ready. Again, this hook's a little small here, but you turn it in like that and go through the same procedure. Make sure it's in the center here so the lure tracks properly. Any of those techniques right there with any of those hooks will work great. This one here is rigged and it has a pinch weight already on it. That version right there, rigged this way, is going to take this bait down deeper. You know, 4 or 5 foot. Wintertime, that would be good for fishing some of the deeper holes and stuff for trout. Again, that's the DOA Airhead. Fantastic bait, very versatile on how you rig it, the different ways you can rig it. Don't forget, guys, if you want to see some just crazy topwater action, to slice this tail, and you'll love it.
Hey, this is August Redding with your Bay County Outdoor Fishing Report. The season's just now cranking up. We have a real good amberjack bite going on. The water's finally warmed up and the bait showed up. We pulled up to the inshore buoys there, caught us some hardtails and cigar minnows and herring. We went offshore in a little bit of deeper water. We caught some of the bigger amberjack we've caught the whole year, and we caught some vermilion snappers today that were some of the biggest we've caught of the year, averaging probably 3 to 5 pounds on 3-hook rigs and cut bait. Also, we fished a flatline out behind the boat with a live herring on it, and we caught us a couple tunas, a couple bonitas as well. For your latest fishing report, go to BayCountyOutdoors.com, and don't forget to like us on Facebook. We're aboard the Lady Kelly here. We'll be in the Gulf of Mexico today, fishing for amberjack, vermilion snapper, white snapper,